Hi there guys, welcome to this video. Today what I'm going to do for you is give you a technique that you can use that's going to enable you to achieve anything that you want in your life. I'm going to specifically be talking about money because most people kind of want more money, and we're going to be looking at ways that you can identify what it is that's holding you back and then completely obliterate that so that you can start moving into the success and the abundance and the wealth that you desire. Before we get started though, I'm going to say it would be a good idea if you just quickly pause the video, grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen, because there's a few things that you'll need to write down. There's a couple of exercises that you need to do. If you're in a situation where you can't do that right now, then do save this video and come back to this later and work through this with me, actually pausing when I say so and writing down all the things that I talk about. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background before we get started. There are things that you desire in your life that you don't yet have. Now specifically, I will be focusing on money, but you can apply these strategies, these techniques to anything that you want in your life. It doesn't matter what that is. But we're going to be talking about wealth and abundance because I think that's a subject that most people are going to be using these techniques for. So you have this conscious desire of the level of abundance that you want in your life, but when you look around at the evidence around you, it's incongruent. Your life experience is not matching your life desire. So you want wealth, you want abundance, you want a millionaire lifestyle, but you're actually struggling to pay your bills and you're living hand to mouth, day to day, and things just aren't going the way that you want them to. Maybe you've tried out some business ventures, but you procrastinate or self-sabotage, or it all feels a little bit too complicated and difficult for you. If that's the situation that you find yourself in, this video is going to be so transformational for you. Now, all of that stuff, the stuff that's holding you back, the reasons, the excuses, anything that's stopping you from doing the things that will make the difference in your life, or the things that feel external, like you are taking action but for some reason it's not working for you, what's causing that is something in your subconscious mind. Now this is really important. There is nothing whatsoever external to yourself that is causing you to fail to achieve your desires. Everything that is causing you to not have what you want is coming from within you. It's in your subconscious mind. Now, when I say this, I really need to illustrate that this is not something you're going to be aware of. If this was a belief that you consciously knew about, it wouldn't really be affecting you and you probably wouldn't have the belief. This is a subconscious belief that is affecting you at a very deep foundational level. It doesn't matter what you believe consciously, it doesn't matter what you want or what your goals are consciously or what you think you believe consciously, it's your subconscious beliefs that are affecting you. Now that stuff, it comes from your childhood. Actually, it comes from even further back than that. You can have subconscious beliefs that come from a previous life. You can have programming from the media, programming from your school, programming from your peer group, from your parents, from your work colleagues, just from everyday experience of life. There are things that actually program you that keep you in a place that stops you from achieving your dreams. I'm going to tell you about two of these because I think these two examples are very profound. The first one, have you seen the film Titanic? Okay, most of us have seen that film. Now there is a subtle message in that film that subconsciously affects you and creates a belief that you probably haven't noticed has happened. This is two groups of people. You have a wealthy group of people and you have a very poor group of people. The wealthy group of people, they all seem somehow bad in some way, somehow evil, they're very devious. And they're also, they don't seem to be having much fun. Things don't go very well for them. The very poor group of people that are all below decks, they're dancing on tables, drinking whiskey and having the best time in the world. So if you want to have fun in your life and you want to be wealthy, that film has put a belief inside you that says, hey, if you want fun, you've got to be poor because poor people have fun. Rich people have a really rough time of it. So if you want to have a good time in your life, which I'm assuming you do, then you want to be with these guys. So that's one way that watching the film can program your subconscious mind. Now bear in mind, almost every film you've probably ever watched that has classes in it uses this pattern, and this is programming society to stay in this place of poverty. I want to give you another example because this one really blows me away. This is amazing, and I got this from Paul McKenna. It's inside his book I Can Make You Rich, and what it was, Paul McKenna just went to a normal state school. and his friend went to a very posh college. I'm not sure where it was, I can't remember, it might have been Cambridge or Eton, somewhere like that, but he went to some public school. And he was having a chat to Paul McKenna, and Paul McKenna was talking about those typical maths questions you get when you're growing up that say, you've got 60 pence, you're going to go to the market, you're going to buy some oranges and apples, apples are 8p, oranges are 12p, if you buy 2 oranges and an apple, how much change do you have? Okay, that's the sort of question he remembers from school. And he was talking about that with his friend. And his friend said, I can't remember questions like that at school. When I was at that level of school, what I remember is questions that went like this. You've just taken ownership of a business. It costs you £200,000 and you're going to liquidate the assets. You're going to sell off the marketing side for 30 grand, you're going to sell off this part of the business for this amount of money. So once you've done all that, how much money do you have left? Now the figures were the same in the maths question, so the maths problem is the same, but there's a message underlying that, a really subtle distinction between the people that went to just a normal school like I did and Paul McKenna did, and then the people that went to these schools that are creating the elite of our society, so the few people that run the country. They're being conditioned to buy oranges and apples from a market, and these are being conditioned to buy companies and sell off the assets. There's a huge difference there, but you don't even realise it's happening. Now, if you're saying to yourself, hang on a minute, but Paul McKenna is very wealthy, then I've got to tell you that Paul McKenna struggled with wealth for a really long time. Now, he's a very good hypnotist, so he reprogrammed his mind in order to be able to put his mindset to a place where he could be wealthy, and that was necessary before he could start accumulating wealth and keep it. Before that, his programming was like my programming, your programming, and most of the people that are struggling. We've been conditioned into keeping us into this place of poverty. So that kind of gives you an idea of how your subconscious mind has been programmed. But these things are subconscious, you won't be aware of them, and they will be affecting you. Now, if you don't believe that, look around you. If you're not experiencing the abundance that you want in your life, I will guarantee, absolutely guarantee, that inside your subconscious mind there is something that connects having money with something that you don't want, being evil, being greedy, whatever it might be. And there will probably also be a connection in there that connects not having money with some kind of thing that you do want, like being wholesome and spiritual. Those sort of things, a lot of people connect them together. There's no correlation there whatsoever. Money doesn't make you greedy or anything like that. Greed makes you greedy. Money just amplifies what you already are. So if you're already very spiritual, there's no amount of money that I could give you that's going to stop you being spiritual. But if I start giving you money, the more money I give you, the more good stuff you can do in the world. So it kind of makes sense, but at a subconscious level, a lot of people don't believe that. So that's a little bit of a background of how you might get programmed. So now let's take a look at the actual system itself. Grab your pen and paper, and I want you to write a list of every negative belief or statement that you can think of about money. Think of the stuff that your parents said when you were growing up. We can't afford that, that's too expensive. Money doesn't grow on trees. Those kind of things, write all them down. Think about well-known sayings. Think about things that people around you believe. Now this one's really powerful because you tend to attract people that resonate the same kind of vibration that you put out. So if you're putting out this idea that making money is difficult and it's a struggle, you'll attract people that also believe that. But your belief that making money is difficult and a struggle is subconscious, so you don't know you've got it. But you can probably see it in other people. So if you can see an idea in somebody else, write it down on your list. So if you've got friends who you think that they probably believe that making money is a struggle, write that down, because although you don't know it, you've probably also got that belief at a subconscious level, which is why you're attracting that person to you. So these people, they're like mirrors. They show you what's inside your subconscious mind that you don't have access to. So think about all the people you know and write down any negative beliefs that any of these people could possibly have about money. And I want you to get a huge list of these. I want you to really exhaust it. Now, it doesn't matter if you think some of them are ridiculous or you don't believe them. I want you to write them down anyway. So once you've got that, we now need a second list that conflicts with it. So you take each item off that list one at a time and you choose a positive affirmation that completely turns that around. So if you've got a negative belief over here that says money, it's really difficult to make money, making money is a struggle, then over here you have a conflicting positive affirmation that says it is really, really easy to make money. I can make money so simply and so easily. I'm just a money magnet, it just comes to me. So anything that you desire, negative belief, conflicting positive belief. Money is the root of all evil. The more money I've got, the more spiritual I can become, and the more I can give back to the world, and the more wholesome my life will be. So you create a conflicting positive belief. So once you've got those two lists, we now do the meditation. Now, I love this meditation. You don't have to go really deep in to do this or anything like that. It would be a good idea to really focus yourself first, and also while you're doing this, it really helps if you connect to that emotion, either gratitude or unconditional love. If you've got a pet, then before you do this meditation, say if you've got a cat or something like that, just pet the pet for a while first, just to get you into that state of feeling that unconditional love. That will really, really help with this. So we want those emotions right in there. Then what I want you to do, I want you to imagine that all around you there is an orb, and it's stretching out. It's kind of like from fingertip to fingertip. It's around you like this big orb, and it's filled with energy, and you're inside it. And as you move around, you carry it around with you, and this is your energy that you put out into the world. So it's kind of like your aura, but it's this sphere of energy all around you. And at the moment, that big orb of energy is filled with one of these negative beliefs. So pick the first one on your list, and it fills this big orb of energy. And as you walk around, I want you to notice that it feels sticky. It feels like tar. You can't quite move. It's restricting you in some way, stopping you from achieving things. This is the energy that causes you to procrastinate. This is the energy that causes you to self-sabotage and make mistakes and put things off. All that kind of stuff that's stopping you from achieving your goals is in this big orb of energy around you. So that's your current physical situation, okay? Next, look at the belief, the positive affirmation belief that conflicts with that one. So we've said money is a struggle, it's difficult to make money, that's around you. The positive belief is it's really, really easy to make money. And I want you to take this belief and I want you to imagine that it's in a very, very tiny little orb, a really tiny ball of energy, like a seed, and it's inside your heart, okay, right deep inside here. So I've got the flower life on my t-shirt, right in the middle, right inside, so inside your energy center of your body, which is very bang in the middle of that big circle, so it's right at the middle of that. And I want you to focus on this belief. I want you to start saying it over and over again like a mantra. It's easy to make money. It's easy to make money. It's easy to make money. As you say it, smile. To start off with, it might feel like it's a lie, but keep on doing it. It's easy to make money. Loads of people are making money and it's really easy. And as you do this, by the law of attraction, you'll attract more thoughts into your mind that are going to be congruent with this. You'll start thinking of people that are making insane amounts of money. They don't appear to be doing any work at all. You'll start thinking of examples in your own life where you've made money effortlessly by doing something that you love. So it's easy to make money. Smile to yourself. It's easy to make money. Connect to that unconditional love of that pet, or a good example might be to gaze into the eyes of a newborn baby. It's effortless to make money. It's easy. Making money is so simple. And as these thoughts start to come into your mind that complement this mantra of it's easy to make money, this is where we want to get to. It's easy to make money. It's easy to make money. Making money is so easy. I want you to keep on doing that mantra until you notice that that's attracting like thoughts into your mind. Now, if this feels like a struggle at all, just relax, shake it off, take in a breath, and smile. Feel yourself smiling inside. And as you smile inside, it's easy to make money. I want you to feel that no effort whatsoever. Just everything is so simple, everything is effortless, this wonderful feeling of everything just being perfect. As you say your mantra, it's easy to make money. It's easy to make money. And feel these thoughts coming to you as though you are a magnet to them. So that energy inside, that little seed, that affirmation seed inside your heart, I want you to imagine that that's pulling things to you that complement it. So you're saying in here over and over again, it's easy to make money. It's easy to make money. And you get an example that comes to you of somebody you know that made money easily. You get an example that comes to you of a time in your life, in your past, or something you imagine in your future where it complements that, where it's been easy to make money. You get an example where you find some money, or where you win some money, or where someone tells you about something they've done that was effortless and it made them really wealthy. I've done so many things in my life that have created abundance for me that have been completely effortless. And when I say it's easy to make money, I start thinking about those. But there was a time when that wasn't the case. But I was aware of other people that had. There were people that were running internet businesses that were completely automated and passive, that were bringing in insane amounts of money to them, completely automated, and they had to do nothing. So for them, this idea of it's easy to make money, that was completely true. That was their inner truth. So as you say it's easy to make money, start thinking about those people. People who have become multimillionaires completely automatically by having a passive business on the internet. It's easy to make money. Somebody who has felt so much joy by writing a song, and then that song became insanely popular, and they got royalties from the radio every time it was played. So even now, many, many years later, every time that song is played, they still make money. Imagine that, it's easy to make money. An author that wrote a book years ago that's become a bestseller and people are still buying, every time they buy it, they make money. You can imagine money coming to them from everywhere. Every time a sale happens all over the world, more and more money coming to them. It's easy to make money. So these are the things that you need to do for that affirmation. Now the important part, we need to get this out here. So you've still got that orb around you saying it's a struggle and we're still stuck inside that tar. You want to get this freedom, this airy feeling of lightness from here out into your external world, and that's the manifestation process. Now the way you do this, I want you to breathe in, and at your end of your in-breath, I want you to hold the breath for a moment as you focus on that affirmation. It's easy to make money. And when you breathe out, you're going to purse your lips and you're going to blow out but prevent the air coming out by your lips. So you're going to go like that, like a push, and then at a certain point you're going to explode that breath out. So you'll be going like that, and it needs to be an explosion. At that very moment of the explosion, you take this seed, this orb of it's easy to make money, and you blast it out so that it becomes the orb that is around you, it becomes your external reality. And as it does, the energy of it completely smashes the old belief. So it comes from within you, in your heart, and you blast it out, and as it does, it pushes out in all directions, and it completely obliterates that negative belief that was holding you back. So you've got this struggle here, you've got inside, it's easy to make money. You breathe in, focus on the belief, and you blast it out. And as you do, what you will feel is lighter. You will feel like you can move more freely. There's this wonderful sense of a weight being lifted off your shoulders that you didn't notice was there. It's like taking off a pair of tight shoes and then noticing how great your feet feel afterwards. So you'll feel a sense of freedom. Now do this a few times. It's easy to make money. The seed's inside there. Blast it out. Blast it out again and again and again. And each time you do, feel the energy force out to the outside circle. And as it does, it just pushes away that old belief that it was a struggle to make money. And feel any negative energy that was inside your energy field all around you just being pushed out, pushed away. So it's not even existing anymore. So just keep on doing that. Go through your list. Negative belief, positive belief, negative belief all around you, positive belief inside your heart. Whatever you want to choose to do, focus on the affirmation like a mantra, pulling in examples to you that are congruent with that affirmation. And when you start to feel the energy of that, you get excited with it, tune into that emotion of gratitude, unconditional love, maybe by thinking about a pet or a newborn baby, and then blast that out. And as you blast it out, cleanse everything around you. Now if you go through your list doing this, you'll find that your life will change. You are changing your subconscious beliefs. And as you do this, another little tip that I'm going to give you is as you empower yourself in this way, when you've blasted out that energy, imagine yourself getting really big. And I mean like 300 foot tall, just really, really massive. And imagine you're made of light. And then feel that new belief. It's easy to make money. And notice as you go through life that you become a magnet for abundance. So that wealth, because of that new belief that you've set in your subconscious, that goes in and it becomes easy to make money. So that's a technique that I've been using for quite some time now. It's a technique that I devised myself, and I kind of stole little bits of different meditations and tweaked it a bit, but I find that really works well for me. And the thing that really, really makes this powerful is that explosion. It's kind of, you've got this seed inside you of this positive affirmation that you desire, and you've got to get that from the inside out. You're taking it from an internal reality, from a thought, into a physical world, third dimensional experience. So it's that blast. And as you do it, the more explosive that blast is that you do with your lips, the better this seems to feel. So it's a proper, you've got to really push. So it's, you want to make that noise. And when you do that, just blast that out. So that's all I've got for you today. I want you to practice this. I want you to do it with any belief that's holding you back, with any desire in your life. I've been talking about money, but you can do it with anything at all. For example, around you at the moment, you might have getting up on stage in front of people is terrifying. Excuse me, and then you get an inner belief that says, I absolutely love getting up on stage and sharing my message with people, and they truly appreciate it, and I always get a standing ovation. I love talking to people from being on stage. Get that belief in there, imagine it. Imagine once you've focused on it for a while, like a mantra, it starts to draw things to you. You start to imagine getting a standing ovation from people. You start to imagine that wonderful feeling of really changing people's lives by sharing your message, and then blast it out. It's going to make you feel really, really good, and it is going to change your life. So that's it from me. You take care and have a wonderful evening. And if you think this video can help other people, please do share it. And if you want to find a little bit more out about how you can change your life by focusing your intent on what you desire, then I personally recommend that you read my book, because it's fantastic. So get yourself over to Amazon, have a little search in there, Wishing Well by Stephen Hall, and grab yourself a copy. Read the reviews, see what other people think, and then see if you can apply the strategies that are in there as well as this meditation to transform your life. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.